Hello, my name is Sam, and this is another episode of Expressive Syntax, the show where we learn programming together. Last time we did, what did we do last time? Symbols and strings, that's right. This week, we're going to be looking at regular expressions. And regular expressions are a super useful tool to be able to use, be good at. I'm frankly not very good at regular expressions, at least not without like a lot of help. I have to always look them up and try to remember what they do. So I'm excited for today's episode. We're going to learn lots of stuff about regular expressions, hopefully. So let's start, as always, by running our tests and seeing what pops out. Okay, so here we are. We're in Path to Enlightenment, and we're looking at the test. Test a pattern is a regular expression. About regular expressions, line 6. So let's find that. All right, here's the very first failing test. Test a pattern is a regular expression. Assert equals pattern.class. So I expect, since we're calling .class on this regular expression, it'll be regular expression? I don't know if that's actually the class name, but we'll find out when we run it. Uninitialize regular expression. Yes, that's not quite right. What does it expect here? If I just do string, it'll fail and tell me what it actually is. Tell me what it expects. It's definitely not a string. Regexp. Regexp? This is what we're looking for. So the actual name of the class for regular expression is this. Regexp. Okay, cool. Learned stuff already. This is great. Test a regexp can search a string for matching content. Okay. Assert equal blank, some matching content match. What does this return? What is a square bracket syntax? Does it return just the stuff that matches this from the string? That would be my guess. Let's try that. So I'm guessing this returns match. And we're on to line 14. All right, so that was a good guess. So when you do square brackets and then a regular expression inside, it matches the stuff. It returns whatever matches the regular expression. Cool. Test a failed match returns nil. So we have the string, some matching content, and then this regular expression missing, which doesn't match anything in the string. So, like the name of the test suggests, this will return nil. That makes sense. On to line 20. Cool. Test question mark means optional. Okay, so we have this crazy string, ABB, CCC, DDDD, EEEE. Does it match AB blank? So, yeah, okay, so I've seen this before. The question mark means that it can match, but it doesn't have to. So, I think this will match and give us A, B, B, because matches A, matches B, and then it gives us the optional B here. But AZ question mark, there's no Z in here, so that gives us nil, right? 20. Wait, what did I get wrong? Oh, interesting. ABB to equal AB. So it doesn't Oh, interesting. So it doesn't return the ABB. It just returns AB, even though there's stuff after AB. Guess that makes sense. Okay. Let's keep going. Test plus means one or more. Ah, okay. So we're matching BC and then plus. So BC, what does this actually return? One or more. Does it return? So here's what I'm wondering about. Does it return the minimum amount, or does it return the maximum amount? Because if it returns 1, right, it would return B, C, C. But if it returns more than 1, it would return B, C, C, and like maybe the rest of the string. But I'm guessing it returns, like judging from what we've seen already, right, it returns the minimum amount matching. So I think just BC makes sense here. Let's try that. 21? Oh wait, oh, I'm still on 21. Okay, okay. Going back. It means B is optional and Z is optional. It doesn't mean like A, B, and then like some optional thing. It means like A and maybe a B, A, maybe a Z. So the correct answer is AB, like we have, because right there's a maybe B, and then A, but not a Z. So this matches A. Okay, right. Okay, cool. Do you see? Do you see? Yeah, I see. I see. Cool. Means optional. Okay. Let's see what our test says now. Where are we? Line 25. Equal to BCC. So, okay. So when I said, right. So when I said it matches the minimum amount, I was totally wrong about that. It actually does the opposite. It matches the maximum amount. But this is like A and maybe a B, A maybe a Z. And here, when it matches one or more, it's one or more C's. So it returns B, C, 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 since there are 3 C's there. Right? Yeah, okay. So some of this is coming back to me as I actually do it, right? Like I said, this is something that I always have to look up and like re-figure out. So it's good to have some practice, right? Practice is good. So where are we now? Line 29. Asterisk means 0 or more. Okay, so AB and then asterisk means 0 or more B's. It's like A and then some number of B's, possibly. So I'm thinking we'll get A, B, B, and then it stops matching. Because C, yeah, it doesn't give me C's. And this is just A, string A, and this is just nil, since they're, oh wait, what, maybe? Z star. There are no Z's, so it won't match any Z's. So this is just nil, I think. Prepared to be wrong though. 31. Yeah, okay, so that was not right. Expected nil to equal empty string. But why? It says test a failed match returns nil. Shouldn't this be a failed match? Shouldn't this return nil since there are no Z's? I guess with a star, it always returns something. even if it's just an empty string. What would star fail to match? I think the answer here is nothing. I think star always matches something. It always gives you back, even if it's just an empty string, it always gives you back something. Think about it. We say that the repetition operators above are greedy. Why? Because they take as much as they can. Like this is C plus, takes as many C's as it can get. And this B star takes as many B's as it can get. B's. The greedy, kind of get as much as you can. Makes sense. Okay, cool. Where are we now? Run the test. Line 47. Yeah. Test the leftmost match wins. So, A, B, B, C, 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 space, AZ. And we have AZ star. The leftmost match wins. It wins. So what I'm kind of expecting here is that this will give me AZ, but then the name of the test makes me think that that might not be right. What's AZ to equal A? Oh, of course, because star means 0 or more. Even though there's an AZ here, which might be a better match for AZ, this A here also matches, and it returns the first one, the first match. So the answer is A. Okay, cool. Yeah, the leftmost match wins. So it looks from left to right and matches as it goes. So line 54, test character classes give options for a character. We have a list of animals: cat, bat, rat, zat. What is a zat? Okay. Assert equals animals.select A, and then A, and then we match A with this regular expression CBR in the square brackets AT. Okay, so this square bracket thing is called a character class, right? And it gives options. So this could either be a C or a B or an R, and that's valid. It could be a cat, a bat, a rat, but it's not a zat. So the answer is going to be this array, because we select all the things that match and leave out the ones that don't. And since zat is not matching this, zat is not an option. Zat is out. So let's see. Does that test? Whoa, what is this? Syntax error? I've never seen this before. Look at how beautiful this ASCII art is. Mountains are again merely mountains. Okay, what did I do wrong? Oh, I think I might have accidentally. Yeah, I just fat fingered something here and gave me a syntax error. Oh, well, that was interesting. Okay, so we got that right. We're on line 58 now. Nice. Okay. Test/D is a shortcut for a digit character class. So like before, we have a class, but this time we're looking at numbers. The number is 42. And we have character class with all the digits in it, and it could be like, what was plus? Plus was 1 or more. Okay. So we want to match one or more numbers. So this is just 42. And here, similarly, we have the same string, but instead of saying this, we just say /d, and that means the same thing. It means a number, a digit. So, when we run the test, on line 58 still, what did I do wrong? Oh, it needs to be a string. Of course it needs to be a string. Let's try that. 63. Cool. Character classes can include ranges. The number is 42. Oh, 0 to 9. Nice. So if you just want to say, instead of the /d, you want to make it clear using a character range, a number range, you can say 0 to 9. And that works too. I'm guessing if you did like 0 to 3, it would just give us 4. I'm playing around and I haven't even gotten the right answer yet. Okay, let's try that. 42 to equal 2. Oops. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, if you do 0 to 3, it just looks for, 0, 1, 2, 3, and doesn't match the 4, so it gives us 2. I'm going to go back to what we had originally, though. So 0 to 9 should be the string 42. Yeah? 67? Yeah, cool. /s is a shortcut for whitespace character class. Space, colon, tab, new line is our string, and then /s, any number, one or more, is our regular expression. So we get the string, it'll be the space and the tab and the new line. /72, yeah, cool. /w is a shortcut for a word character class. Oh, interesting. So this is kind of like any letter or number, lowercase or uppercase, as we can see here. A to Z, and uppercase A to Z, and 0 to 9. Oh, and they threw in underscore. So, oh, interesting. I didn't know that. /w also includes underscore, apparently. This is more like how a programmer might define a word. Yeah, so if you want to make sure, I don't know, if you're doing some metaprogramming stuff maybe, you want to make sure a variable name is correct and contains only letters, numbers, and underscores. You can be like, use this /w plus regular expression, just like they're doing here. Yeah, this is very programming. I've seen this before. So, variable 1 equals 42. So we just match this part. And similarly, we match this part. Because, right, so let me explain that. Because it stops here because space isn't part of this. No white space is included in /w, I believe. 77, yeah. Period is a shortcut for any non-new line character. Any non-new line character. So this includes white space, tabs, numbers, letters, weird characters, anything that's non-new line. So we get the string from the string ABC new line 1, 2, 3. If we do a dot plus as our regular expression, we just get ABC. Oh, my alarm is going off. It means My dinner is ready. How much more do we have? All right, I'm gonna pause the stream so I can go check my dinner, and I will be back in a moment. Hello and welcome back. So let's see, where were we? We were on about regular expressions 81. Where is that? So line 81. Right. So we just done this one with the period is a shortcut for any non-white newline character. And now we're on a character class can be negated. Interesting. The number is 42. So we're looking for any non-number, anything that's not 0 through 9. Excuse me. Interesting. So I'm guessing we'll get this first part. Anything that's not a number. Boom. Does that work? Where are we? 85. Yeah, cool. Okay. Test shortcut character classes are negated with capitals. Oh, okay. So where we had /D up here is any digit, any number. So capital D is a negation of D. So that'll be what? That'll be this string. Anything that's not a number. Boop. And we had S was white space. So capital S will be any non-white space. So that'll be this string up until the space, because the space is the first white space character. Programmer would most likely do is it asking which programmer would do? Because yeah, it's right. It seems like a programmer would be more likely to do this because it's more succinct and clear what's going on. I think you don't have to type all this out where there is a possibility to make a mistake. You can just do capital W, which is a negation of lowercase w. Anything that's not a word. So this is our word, and the first non-word is the space. Or would it be space equals? I think it might be, because it's any number of non-spaces. So I think the string that we expect would be actually like that? Question mark? Let's try it. Space equals space. Whatever it is, it's going to be the same, because this is the same as this, I believe. Where are we? 95. Yeah, okay, cool. Non-white space. Or non-word is that. All right. /A anchors to the start of the string. Anchors to the start of the string. All right, what does that mean? Start space end. So A start will match this. But even though there's, so then we have start space and what we're matching on is /A, capital A, and then end. But even though there's an end here and an end here, it doesn't match because the end is not in the beginning of the string. So this is a non-match. Non-matches return nil. Right? 100. Yeah, so that's right. So actually, I used this A recently. I wanted to look for, it was in like I was writing a regex for websites. I wanted to match a URL, and I wanted to make sure that the URL started with either HTTP or HTTPS. So to say like it couldn't have the HTTP somewhere else in the URL. It had to be in the beginning of the URL. So I used this /a to make that work. Yeah, cool. /z anchors to the end of the string. So similarly, this matches, and we get end. But even though there's a start here and a start here, this doesn't match because the start is not at the end. Oh, right, so no match means no. Yeah? 105, doing good. Caret anchors to the start of lines. So not necessarily the start of the string, but the start of any new line. So we have the string num42, new line, 2 lines. So, and we're matching on this regex, caret, and then a digit, any number of digits. So there are digits here, but it's not following a new line, so we're looking for, we'll get this, just 2. This is something new. I didn't know this before. This is interesting, and probably I could see how this would be useful. So that, let's make sure I've got it right. We're on line 109. Cool. $sign anchors to the end of lines. So, okay, similarly, we have the same string. And this time we're doing a number of digits that come before the new line. So, or the end of the line, sorry. So we have 2 lines. Oh, this string is slightly different actually. 2 lines, new line, num42. So this will give us 42 is at the end of the line, and 2 is not. And we're looking for things at the end of the line, so the answer is just 42. Right? 113, yeah. /b anchors to a word boundary. Oh, this is also something new. I didn't know this either. See, yeah, this is super interesting. So bovine vines, and we're looking for a word that starts with vine, but not words that have vine at the end or in the middle. Yeah, interesting. So that's /b. Huh, cool. I have to remember that. So, oh, and then this period means anything. So we actually do match the s at the end of vines too. The answer is vines. 119. Yeah. Parentheses group contents. Okay. And we match ha, any number of ha's. Okay. So we match this part, but not the a at the beginning, because it has to be ha, but any number of those. So ha, ha, ha. It's like the ha game. This is a game that I played at camp where you'd lie with your head on someone else's stomach and you go ha, and you try not to laugh. And you go ha ha, and try not to laugh. It was very silly. Anyway, ha ha ha, very funny. Parentheses also capture matched content by number. Okay. So we have this string Gray James, Gray comma James, and we're matching on words, comma, words, and we want to get the first word. And here we got word, comma, word, and we want to get the second word. Interesting. Yeah, this is super cool. So if you want like match this, but then return this, that's when this is useful. I've used this before too. I can't remember specifically what it was, but this is a useful thing to know about. Parentheses, and then you can put the number, like, I want you to return the second or third or fourth thing that gets matched here. The fourth thing in parentheses. So what gets returned is Gray, and here we return James, I believe. James. Yes. Have 130. Yeah. Variables can also be used to access captures. Variables. So let's see. Our string is name, colon, Gray, comma, James. And so when this regular expression runs, it creates two variables called $1 and $2. And those get added to your environment when you run this regular expression. Is that what this is saying? Because that's interesting. Okay. So once again, this actually matches Gray, comma, James. It matches the whole, like that part of it, because we have a word, comma, space, word, right? And that's goes here. But $1, I believe, is just Gray, and $2 is just James. 139. Yeah. Yeah, $1, $2. And I imagine if you had more things with parentheses, you'd have more things. So like, let's try this out actually. Let's try this out. Say we want to get name up in there. Colon, space, and here we do plus W/W plus. Yeah? So what matches is now name like that, and assert equal name is, so I have to change these now because now name is number 1 and this is number 2 and this is number 3. See what I'm doing there? I'm just playing around because I'm curious. So yeah, that still works. Cool. So yeah, it'll have an arbitrary number of these variables that it creates for you when you run this regular expression. Huh. Okay, cool. A vertical pipe means or. Yeah, so I've seen this lots. This I've seen for sure. So I mentioned that example earlier of URL where I wanted to match either HTTP or HTTPS. And I use the or to say this or this. So okay, let's see their example. We have Grays, and we want to match, and our regular expression is James or Donna or Summer Gray. Does this match James Gray? Yes, it matches the whole thing. And similarly, but now we're doing this thing where we have we're getting the thing in parentheses, and the thing in parentheses is summer. So this just matches summer. Yeah, neat, neat. I could spell summer. Yeah, and then what is different about this example? I guess it's just another example. So, oh wait, no. Jim isn't one of the grays. So this is actually not a match. So it's nil. Yes. We're at 152? Yeah, cool. Explain the difference between a character class and an alternation. So character class is like any like anything like like anything in the category, right? Anything in this class of things, it'll match. But with an alteration, with an or, it has to be specifically James or specifically Dana or specifically Summer. And you could combine them, but they do different things. Yeah. If you can explain that better than I can, leave a comment. Test. Okay, so on to the next thing. Scan is like find all. 1 space 2-3 scan. Ooh, another thing that I haven't seen before. Interesting. So it gives us the regular expression, a word. So we're looking for words here. Does it give us an array if it finds all of them? I mean, that would be my guess based on the name of the method and like the way this test is written. Let's try that. So I'm guessing what we'll get is 1, 2, 3, maybe? Let's try it. 156. Yeah, okay, so it gives us back an array. Scan, interesting. So scan gives us all the matches in an array, in a list. Sub is like find and replace. Ooh, sub. Oh yeah, okay, so sub is similar to gsub. I've used gsub before. I'm curious to learn what the difference is. Well, I'm sure we will see soon. Okay, so sub is like find and replace. So we have 1, 2-3, like before. And we do sub, and we give it this regular expression as the first parameter, and then a block. And the what? $1 is the first thing that it matches. Square bracket 0, 1. So does that mean all right, let me see. If $1 is the first thing that it matches, I don't know what this is going to do. Let's see if the test gives us any other clues here. 1T-3. Huh. Oh, okay. So the thing that we're the thing that we're matching is slightly different than what I what I was expecting. It's different than the previous example. So we're actually looking for a word that starts with T, right? Is like find and replace. All right, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta look at the documentation, and that's fine. String Ruby. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, I don't understand this block. So anyway, yeah, let's look it up. Sub. There it is. Boom. So returns a copy of string with the first occurrence of pattern replaced by the second argument. First occurrence of pattern replaced by the second argument. The pattern is typically a regular expression. If given as a string, any regular expression metacharacters it contains will be interpreted literally. For example, //d will match a backslash followed by d instead of a digit. If replacement is a string, it will be substituted for the matched text. Okay, good. Yeah. So that's what. So they're talking about this, where you get a pattern and you pass it a replacement. But the thing that we're seeing is like pattern and then match and then block. It gives us a new string, right? In the block form, the current match string is passed in as a parameter, and variables such as 1, 2, okay, will be set appropriately. The value returned by the block will be substituted for the match on each call. The value returned by the block. Okay. Right, okay, so this is actually combining a bunch of stuff that we learned previously, I think. All right, so let's walk through this. This is our string, 1, 2-3. We call sub, we match on a word starting with T, and the block that we give it replaces the match. Whatever the block returns is what replaces the match. So this block, okay, so now let's walk through the block. The block, so $1 is the first match, which is the word to, right? And then this is, like, remember back when we were looking at strings, and we could use this square bracket syntax to get characters from the string? So this is saying start at the 0th character of the string and get the first, just the first character. So what this block returns is the first character of the thing that we matched, which was 2. So this block just returns the single character T and substitutes that for the match. So what we get is this string, but the W and 0 are subbed out, right? On to 160. Yeah, all right. I'm glad we worked through that. I'm glad I read the documentation, because that's super interesting. I hadn't seen this version of it before. With the block. I've seen the other versions of sub where you pass it a pattern and a replacement, but not the version where you pass it a block. So that's cool. That is very cool. You can do more complicated things with this block if you wanted to, if you needed to. Okay, on to the next example. Test that G sub is like find and replace all. So it's like find and replace, except with all of the matches, it does the replacement. So, what do you think this is going to be? I think it'll be similar to above, but since it matches both these words, it'll just be like that. It'll replace sub out the WO and also the HREE. Is that right? Let's run it. Oh! And we're on to the next test. Nice. We're on to about methods. Ooh, learning about methods. That's exciting. All right, so that's what we'll do next time. Next time we are here, we will learn about methods. Thank you for watching. I post this on YouTube. Look for expressive syntax. Maybe add a Ruby to your Google search. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.